Hello, this is Sandy with Business as Usual, and I am here at Wellington Main Street with Jenny today. So we want to hear all about Wellington Main Street, what's going on, because there's so much here in Wellington to offer, and you have so many good events coming up too.
Well, Main Street, as an organization, we are a 501c3 nonprofit. It started in 1998, and we follow an approach by the National Main Street Organization, but also Heritage Ohio. It's kind of a little umbrella, and that really kind of maps out what we do as an organization. So it's called a 4-point approach. We have the design committee, and they do kind of beautification work. So we plant flowers, we do community cleanups, picking up all those cigarette butts. We also have had a lot of facade grants in the past, and so individual businesses downtown have been able to repaint, get some small repairs done. We have a fall flower pot decorating contest that's really fun, and the last 2 years especially, people have really brought their A game. The decorations are amazing. So that basically starts October 1st and runs through October, and it's really exciting to see so many people come downtown and walk around and take pictures of the pots, but also stop in and do some shopping. Another thing that we do as Main Street is our Business Enhancement Committee. So that is, we really try to get everyone to understand how important it is to support our local businesses and restaurants, just to shop and eat and just understand what we have down here. We are a small little town of under 5,000, but we do have a lot of really wonderful, charming little shops and wonderful businesses and restaurants. And so we try to educate not only Wellington, but outside of the community. And then also just to help the businesses in general, doing workshops, and there's lots of training. I actually have to go to Vermilion tomorrow to do training with Heritage Ohio, and we bring a lot of that back to the businesses. So those are just two parts. The biggest part that you see and everybody sees is the promotions committee, and that is who handles the events. And so we do have a lot coming up. This past year, also the Chamber of Commerce dissolved, and so we also took over July 4th. So that took a lot of our steam, so we're scrambling a little. And also, I almost forgot, this is the first year we're also, our design committee, and mainly led by Shannon Meeks, we're having a kind of a strolling gallery walk. So we have, I believe, 10 to 12 different just local artists who are going to display their work in different businesses downtown. And that will be starting, actually that starts October 7th, and will run about 2 weeks. So again, we're trying to get people to walk around town looking at the art, bringing some more art to Wellington, but also, oh, that's an interesting store, I need to go in there. So a lot of what we do when we have these events downtown is just to try to also, please go shop, eat, see what we have to offer, come back, bring your friends, and spend a little time and money here in Wellington.
Very nice. So,
yeah.
So how do if I were, one of the stores or even just somebody watching right now and I see, we're standing by this tree, tell me a little bit about how to get involved, or if I want to, if I don't remember when those events are, where can I find them?
Sure. So we have our website, mainstreetwellington.org, and street is all spelled out, so it's kind of long. And then also we're pretty active on Facebook, and you can find us under Main Street Wellington. So that'll have our events. We also do First Fridays, which actually Armstrong is a big part of our October 7th First Friday, which October 7th is turning into a big thing, and I'm just praying for good weather. So the theme, each month for First Fridays, we have themes. And the theme, it's kind of strange, but it makes sense if you think about it. We live in Ohio. It's fans or flannel. It could be 80 degrees on October 7th, or it could be 40 degrees. We don't know yet. In a couple of weeks, we'll find out. But Farm and Home Hardware is the sponsor that month, and so we will have different events going on, businesses that'll participate. So when you come to a First Friday, you get the list of who's participating. You kind of bounce around town. There might be an activity, there might be a craft, there might be something going on. They might be having a sale. They might be giving out free samples. I know last month, the September, Giami's Country Cottage was giving out free chocolate-covered strawberries. Oh. I mean, really?
Yum.
How can you do this? And the event for people to participate, it's free.
Yeah.
So come downtown, and New Life Wellington is always on the corner giving out usually popcorn and lemonade. And so there's lots of free things. So it's great for families to come downtown. You're getting free items. You also, each place that you go, you get an extra ticket to be entered to win our First Friday prize, which that's usually anywhere from $50 to $100 worth of items.
Nice.
Plus, on top of that, if you spend money, every $5 or more, you get an additional ticket. So I know that there have been a couple times where kids have been like, I really want that prize. And they've talked mom into going into a store and spending $80 or more to get all these extra tickets. And when that happens, I'm always like, oh, please let them win. Please let them win. Because it only takes one ticket. But obviously, if you shop or eat, you will have more chances. So, but what's special about October 7th is at the end of it, Armstrong is sponsoring the movie Hocus Pocus, which is kind of a cult movie. And if you have Disney Plus, the sequel's coming out about a week before, I think. So this will be at Union School Park, outdoors. So it'll start roughly at 7, maybe a little bit later. So we encourage people to bring chairs and blankets. We'll hopefully have some snacks for sale, but bring what you want. If you want to bring a bucket of chicken, bring a bucket of chicken and watch the movie. I don't care. Or your pumpkin spice latte. So come down for that. That'll be, again, at Union School Park, sponsored by Armstrong. And then on top of that, we're also having a Decorate a Witch or Wizard's Hat contest. So I've got some fun Hocus Pocus goodies that will be a part of those prizes. We've got a kids category and an adults category. I think teens and adults, and then kids up to 12 or 13. So and when they go around during the 4 to 7 o'clock for the regular First Friday, if they walk around town wearing their hat, they'll get extra tickets.
Nice.
For that other prize. So it sounds very complicated, but honestly, if people just come downtown on First Friday and stop either if we're uptown at Main Street Tent or at Main Street Wellington, which is 118 West Herrick, we will give them the list, and sometimes even the lists are posted. We have little yellow signs that tell you where to go.
And so I think you were talking about maybe some factory tours possibly coming up too.
Yes, let me look at my list.
Yeah.
So October 22nd, we have a factory tour scheduled. The time is still a little bit up in the air. We thought we were going to have a lot of factories, and right now I think they're a little scared. It's something new, but the idea of it was to introduce people to the different factories that we have in Wellington. We have a pretty large amount, and I know I grew up here in Wellington, but I can't tell you the difference between Forest City Foam or Shiloh Industries or Cleveland City Forge, and I would like to know, and I just haven't had the opportunity. So I'm sure there's other people out there that feel the same way, and so we wanted to offer, if not a live tour, at least a video tour of the factories. So not only for education, but to also help. Many of them are looking for staff, and so if there's someone out there who might be thinking of a career change, maybe they've been laid off or they want to advance or change, they could come in and take a look and maybe meet some staff, but also to bring in younger people who may not know what they want to do yet. And there's a lot of different things within the factory. There's engineers, there's human resources, there's people who work on the lines. So giving them that knowledge of what to expect might help a teenager decide, maybe I need to take this class because this would help me if I want to get a job at Shiloh.
Absolutely.
So it's kind of like that two-part mission, almost in a way, of why we want to do these factory tours. And this year it's going a little slow. So it might just be a little introduction, and hopefully we can get more factories on board next year. Just to really celebrate, that is a big part of our community. But it also brings a lot of people from the outside. So if we, as in Main Street or the businesses, can improve our relationship with the factories, we might get more of the people who drive into town to work to come downtown and shop and eat. So there's lots of methods to my madness, and I do appreciate Armstrong, that you have gone and toured and taped. I believe Shiloh Industries. So if we only can do the videos this year, it will still make a difference. And then hopefully it will inspire more of them to get involved next year.
Well, there's a ton going on here in Wellington, as you all can hear from Jenny. And if you want to get involved, you can just call down here to the Wellington Main Street or show up on First Fridays and just be involved with all of this fun every First Friday, because there is something for everyone. And if you want to be a member of the Wellington Main Street as well, Jenny's here to help you out, and you can become a member. But we want to see you at the next event, or if you would like to be interviewed from Armstrong, we would enjoy having that time to come into your business and to promote you and show you off. I think there's something for all ages, of course, to whether your involvement is just to come down and have fun with your kids or just be involved in some other way. So give Jenny a call at Wellington Main Street. Thank you so much for your time, Jenny. We appreciate you, and you have a good day. Thank you.